Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How is everybody? How is everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I am Genesis Patton, your BYOB educator for the evening. This is our Thursday evening market talks call. This is an advanced call. I appreciate you guys touching back with me. As you walk in, let me see you drop your chats or drop your affirmations in the chats, you guys. If you've tapped into us before, you already know we start with our mindset, you guys. Go ahead and drop your chat, your affirmations in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from too. Say where you're calling in from, drop your affirmations, and we'll get this thing started. Great evening, Cleveland, Ohio. Great evening, Milwaukee. Great Trust My Trade evening from Cleveland, Ohio, the other Cleveland as we know it here, right? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. We got another from Cleveland, Ohio. Great evening, Milwaukee. Glad to have you guys. I'm really glad you guys are touching base with us. The discipline it takes to tap in continuously, guys. It's really going to take you somewhere. It's the first step. It is mindset. Mindset is a skill set, and committing to being at these calls as frequently as we have them, that's just affirming your mindset, solidifying that. You have somewhere you belong. You have a group of peers. This is our fellowship. Keep on dropping in the chat, you guys, where you're calling in from. Let me see those affirmations. Cleveland, Ohio. Good evening. Mount Vernon, New York. Good evening. I've worked up there before. Baltimore. Good evening. Milwaukee. You guys really show out in Milwaukee. I don't know what y'all are doing up there. Essex, UK. We are worldwide. Thank you for sharing your time or for sparing your time for us. Good evening, Orlando. Chattanooga. What's happening? What's happening? You right down the street. Good evening, Chattanooga. Cleveland, Ohio, Minnesota. Good evening, you guys. All right, you guys, if this is your first time calling or joining us on the call, let me see you drop some 111s. Good evening, Sunrise, Florida. Cleveland, Ohio. Good evening. Good evening. You are bold and confident. Yes, educated, profitable. BYOB, master trader, anointed for wealth. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Conyers, Georgia. Jacksonville, Florida. Good evening. 111s for my first time joining with us. Now, if you're returning, good evening, Carson, California. Man, we really touching some lives out there. If you're joining us back, if you return to the call, diving deeper into your skill set, let me see some 222s. Drop a 222 in the chat. If you're joining back with us, your second time on the call, if you really enjoy our company, I know I enjoy you guys. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys showing up. 222s, man, look at that. Again, representing that dedication. I'm telling you guys, tap in. This isn't for me. This is for you guys. I like where I'm at. This is for you guys. This is these affirmations and these 222s. These are all for you guys. I got my affirmations and all that good stuff. Now, if you've already cashed out today, let me see that 777 in the chat. 777 in the chat if you cashed out today. As a matter of fact, 777 if you've cashed out with BYOB. If you have profited from our education thus far, let me see those 777s, you guys. Yes, yes. This is one big old thank you to Miss Tasha M. Dyer. All these 77s are because of you. Shout out to the mastermind team and Mr. Rogers, Dr. Bythewood, and Miss Dyer for their commitment to this process, for their commitment to the vision. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. So if you guys are, you've returned to the call, you've cashed out, let's see if anybody out there is compounding. Let me get an 888 in the chat if anybody is compounding with BYOB cash out strategy. Man, those really started dropping fast. You guys are working. Work. Yes. Put it in the chat, 777s. You guys, some of your affirmations might be a little bit longer. Don't worry about that. Keep on dropping in the chat. We'll acknowledge those as you put them in there. They are so important. I can't tell you how many times over the next couple of weeks, over the next couple of months, you guys are going to hear me speak about mindset. You guys, if you listen to the foundation call for this segment, I'm telling you, mindset is a skill set. Mindset is a skill set. Mindset is a skill set. All right, you guys, I've got something that I hope you really enjoy tonight. Okay. So now that we've got our foundation call out the way, I spoke to you guys about a couple of things in that presentation that we're going to be covering over the next couple of weeks. What I'm really I'm intending here to do is re-present to you guys the information that Miss Dyer has sewed her time into for us in our market structure playlist. So if there's any of you guys back in middle school, back in high school, you know, you just had this special spark for initiative and you like to read a chapter ahead or whatever, you guys can tune in with our YouTube channel, Be Your Own Bank Movement, and go to our playlist section, scroll on down to the market structure playlist, and there is so much value there for you guys. You can watch those, tune back in with me on Thursdays, and we're even going to go deeper into a whole bunch of things, a different perspective. You guys, there's a bunch of value for you. So great evening, you guys. I'm really, again, glad to have you back with me. It means everything to me. I've got a couple slides tonight, but it's not going to be like last time, though, as extensive. And we're going to make it through this brief presentation, and then we're going to jump into our charts for tonight's market talks. This is market structure analysis, painting the picture. You know, a lot of people refer to charts that have lines all over them as coloring books, but, you know, I kind of like to see it as painting a picture, you guys. It's often referred to when people see the finished result of my analysis, like I said, that it looks like a coloring book. And, you know, while this is a little bit true, the concept kind of opened my eyes in other way to other things. And that's just like I feel like I felt like I was painting a picture. I didn't feel like I was making a coloring book. I felt like I was painting a picture. You know, you guys tap in with me, you hear me talk about asking the market questions and all types of things. You know, it's almost like that marble that is a sculptor has. You know, you get to talking to it and it tells you what it wants to be. Now, I've heard that reference somewhere before. But our charts become a picture that give us stories. And like paintings and an art in general, there are no words that tell us the story or the meaning it is. Our art is something that is left up to our own interpretation, okay? Keeping that in mind, my support and resistance lines that I use are the brushes that I would use on a painting. And as this isn't an artful science in mind, my charts are a work of art. And the science that makes the brushes I would use to paint real is relative to the science that makes my support and resistance real, okay? So you guys, I don't want to keep you guys in too much of suspense. Moving forward, these are going to be some of the topics that we covered. We're not going to get to all of these tonight, all right? Tonight, you guys, I'm only really going to want to focus on one, and that is support and resistance, okay? Support and resistance is really going, or being able to properly identify support and resistance is going to be a game changer. For one, it's the final step in our BYOB cash out strategy. Capture or 10 pips cash out or trade to your first support and resistance line. So how do you know how to do that if, you know, nobody ever went over support and resistance for you? Okay. So before we get into that, guys, I've got something else for you. All right. Nobody likes it, but I've got some homework. All right. Now, if you'll notice, Miss Tasha M. Dyer says, how you do one thing is how you will do everything. All right. And what the point of what we're really trying to get to, the end goal is securing profit. But it's not just as simple as securing profit, you guys. There are many other factors that come into play along your trading journey, all right, such as having healthy habits. All right, you guys, are you guys working out, or are you toxically in your trades? All right. Other things like your mindset. We speak about that all the time, and I'm going to continue speaking about it, guys. Mindset. How in tune with you on your mindset? How often do you remind yourself of your why? How often are you evolving your why? You know, guys, as we grow, we as people change. Okay, your why today may not be the same why that it is tomorrow. It's going to be more developed the day after. And then 3 weeks from now, you may find yourself in a whole new state of maturity in which you are desiring completely different things. All right. Another good thing to keep in mind when you're trading is being able to walk away from your trades sometimes, you guys. Is that populating on our screen? There's a couple of things I see we're missing. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I was navigating this all the wrong way. All right, but so we got securing profit is the goal. Healthy habits, mindset, and walking away from trades, you guys. You guys, sometimes as we get into our top-down analysis, you guys, you're going to find you reach times of consolidation and indecision in the market, and it's points in those points in the market where you want to walk away from your trades and come back to reanalyze them later. Another skill set to have is resiliency. You guys, your commitment to this journey is just like I say, a journey. All right, it's going to have its ups and its downs, and you want to be able to pull yourself up through each and every single one of them. Okay, you guys. And another thing that I want you guys focused on as we move forward is quality time. Quality time with your charts. For one, you need to engage yourselves in your charts instead of like Facebook, all that. Don't blame anyone else but you if you can't find yourself in front of your charts at some point in time during the day. If you want this, guys, you are going to find yourself in front of your charts. You tracking me? Okay. Now, before we move forward too, I want to get something out the way. Okay. We get this question a lot. And because these calls are recorded and we are trying to represent our market structure playlist, and this is going to be the beginning of that series, I just want this out the way. All right. Another reasoning, guys, is there's always going to be that one guy who asked the question at the wrong time. It's not to say that the question is wrong. It's just the timing's wrong usually. Okay, you guys, I want you guys paying attention to other things. All right. The one who asks a question, though, is only a fool for a moment. But the one who doesn't ask a question is going to be a fool for the rest of their life. With an awareness of what Dr. Bythwood refers to as the collective conscious, like I said, I just want to inform any wondering minds. All right, guys, this is an advanced call. We're going to get this out the way. A healthy balance to trade the way I'm going to be presenting to you, holding your trades for longer times. You want to start out with a minimum of around $300 to $500, and you want your lot sizes to be 0.03. Okay, you guys. I'm sitting here, I'm telling you guys, when you're learning, when you're dealing with your real money, these are responsible lot sizes. Feel free to do whatever else you want, but if you want any recommendation from us, we want you to start out building brick by brick. Okay, you guys. Anything else outside of this, you're trading at your own risk. I'm not referring to high frequency trades. I'm just referring to the trades that we're going to be geared to here on advanced calls. We're going to be sitting through pullbacks and correction, you guys. And I want you guys to be able to handle that even at the lowest level. Now, if you guys can't invest those in your personal trading accounts, we are not asking you for any money. This is going to your personal trading account. That's okay. This 0.03 lot size is going to become your best friend because you can jump into the market with less money than this and build your account very successfully with this lot size. Okay, you guys, I'm telling you. So a lot of people ask why it is that we can offer all this information that we provide. 40 calls a month, you guys. We have all these educators. We are an army of servant leaders, you guys. We are volunteers. Why can we do this for free? And the answer to that question is really simple. There's a lot of people who could listen to me run out of breath on this line day after day after day and still never act on our education and blame the strategy as too risky. They literally write books about this behavior, you guys. So what I need you to do is tap in with us, you guys. Memorize this key that I'm providing to you here. You know, stick with us, keep tapping in. We've got a lot of value for you, you guys, and we're going to help you navigate through this market, learn the language of the market, and communicate with your charts. So if you remember from our introduction call, this is the key by which will help you navigate my analysis. This is how I navigate my charts personally. If you notice from our table of contents or our syllabus earlier, these are going to be some of the topics that we're covering over the next couple of weeks. This week in particular, we are going over support and resistance, you guys. So again, back to the original call. Maybe I'll stop referencing that one day. The web analyzer that we use to trade on is not just a website that you go to. All right, it is a tool of its own. All right, and in this tool, I use these lines for support and resistance. I notate them as yellow. Feel free to make whatever color scheme is relatable to you. Okay, on your charts, they belong to you guys. But I chose yellow because it kind of sticks out to me. Okay. So my solid lines are going to represent the support and resistance that I lay down on my higher time frames, guys. This dashed line that I have here is probably more times than not going to represent maybe I'm down at the 15-minute and I'm looking for what I'm eyeballing as a take profit. You know, it's not a support and resistance line that I really want to hold on to, because we only lay down analysis on I only lay down analysis on my higher time frames. Now I analyze actively on my lower time frames, but I'm only getting an eye for direction and swing and trends at my higher time frames, guys. So when I'm on my lower time frames, I use these dash lines. That way, when I'm zooming in and all that stuff, I don't get lost and I know what lines I'm using. Okay, and even if you look further down, below that dash line is this dotted line here, you guys. Now I use this format of line for like if it's just a line in general that I'm not too attached to, it's going to be really temporary. Okay, you guys. Now, understanding support and resistance edifies the decisions made when executing price action trades. This understanding is going to help you identify specific zones where price action exists at that moment. It will help you identify where your trade exists. Used properly, support and resistance becomes entry points and take profits of your trades. Now, theoretically, support is where a large number of buyers enter the market, overwhelming the number of sellers, and in short demand overwhelms supply, bidding prices higher, causing a price decline to halt or reverse and move higher. I know that's a mouthful, you guys. Stick with me. Support levels are not impossible in many cases. They can merely be temporary. As you guys hear me say, a lot of the lines that I lay down on the chart are not definitive, okay? An eventual break below support indicates a new level at which people are willing to sell. If you see in our example here, we have support and resistance, okay? Once support has been broken, a new support established at a lower price point, okay? Now, we've got some more information for you technical guys out here that describes and defines support and resistance as points at which price point tends to reach a temporary limit, either to reverse or continue in the direction of the original trend. Support is a level at which a downtrending price movement stops momentarily. Resistance is the exact opposite of support. The resistance level is a support where selling is thought to be strong enough to prevent the price from going any higher. Guys, I want you thinking about price or about support and resistance kind of like a condo, you know, an apartment building, okay? And not just any apartment building or condo, but a leased one at that, okay? Price action moves. It's not going to stay in any one zone. It's not going to stay in any like one area, you guys. Throughout the day, it very actively moves, especially if you get into your currency pairs that have a lot of liquidity, all right? So with that in mind, you guys, support are the lines that we are going to find below price action. Resistance are the lines that we are going to find above price action. All right, you guys. And what we find in the market is that we have highs, lows, and midpoints where price action hangs out. All right. So, like I said, I want you thinking about price action like this condo building that you see right here. Price is going to go up. It's going to test out it's going to look around the condo, you know, test out the features, walk around every little bit of square footage, you know. Maybe this apartment wasn't for me though. Let's look up at another model. We have the realtor take us on up. You guys, I hope you guys aren't bad with metaphors. Taking us on up to a new level. We're checking that area out, seeing what we like, what we don't like about it. May or may not live there. You know, this could even represent a point in time that that someone lived in this apartment for a while, moved to a different unit, they started balling up. You guys, what I want you guys to realize is that price lives in these areas of support and resistance, these zones that are created, okay? Price action tests these areas of support and resistance, you guys. Price doesn't just reach this one point in price and then it stay there for a while. No, it's going to hit that price point. It's going to drop down for the correction, and it may pull through. And don't take this as a one, two, three step methodology, you guys. Price action acts in its own nature of a beast. Like I said before, price action is kind of like a digital person. It's not always going to do what you think it was going to do. It's not going to do what you expected it to do. But nonetheless, human nature is relatively predictable, and so is the action of price. We don't make any predictions. We just try to talk to our charts, learn that language, and see what's happening. You know, we want to know where we're at and make solid trades, laying down bricks. All right, so price corrects, then eventually it pulls through that resistance. It comes down to correct one more time, and now it lives in its new price area, okay, this new zone. All right, now guys, new price area, should I say. I'll bring back to price area. All right, so still living in that, whatever. So here at this created resistance, you guys, is really a point in the market where you would want to start making new analysis, revisit your analysis. Anything that you already currently have, even if it takes you the commitment to close your browser out, no matter how long you spent investing in time in that, close it out, reopen it up, and revisit your analysis. Make sure the same thing's still happening, you guys, because we've got questions to answer right here. Now, this is just an example. Price action is not going to look this beautiful most of the time. It's just the example to say you have those impulse, correction, continuations, corrections, impulse, corrections, continuations, corrections, these breakthroughs, these new impulses, guys. You have to be aware of those continuations. All right, you guys. Now, for sake of illustration, all right, I've got our condo. All right, this is for sake of conversation our 15 minute where we're looking for the BYOB cash out strategy. Whereas in before the outside of the condo building, that's our 1 hour, that's our 4 hour. This right here is our this is our 15 minute. Okay, you guys. In my 15 minute, my old cool condo, you guys like my cursor? I found that just for y'all. All right. Support and resistance kind of works like this. All right. Maybe I want to go upstairs. Maybe I don't. I guess and it's probably like somebody crazy looking, walking up and down stairs, but don't take this too literally, guys. This is just an illustration. All right. Price action will test the zones of support and resistance, you guys. All right. Quite literally, okay? I think I tried to be too fancy, you guys. Try to make too much of a point. So here we go. Move to our next screen, because I really want to get into these charts with you guys too. So keeping in mind price action, testing our support and resistance, just think of this floor as support and resistance going into our next floor, you guys. Now, first off, you may notice that there's a lake and a yard out in this backyard. If you don't understand that, you ain't dreaming big enough, okay? I want to do P. Diddy stuff with chinchillas, all right? So just bear with me. Once price action breaks through these zones or has these breakthroughs, it lives in a whole new area. And, you know, testing the support and resistance, you guys, this was kind of a concept that was delivered to me when I first started trading that really helped me as I went on, you guys. Identifying support and resistance as kind of like a home where price lives, okay? Once you can kind of get in line with this, guys, the possibilities are endless. The sky is really the limit. 10 pips cash out to your first support and resistance line, you guys. Once you start throwing on your second and your third, what are going to be your take profits, okay? Things from the harmonic scanner are not take profits, guys, but the support and resistance that you create, that is what becomes your take profit, guys. So before we get any further, I want us to go over the BYOB cash out strategy really quick, because that's the one thing all of us have in common that we've joined here for nonetheless.